He worked hard, climbed this ladder of success, and dreamed of a love just like his parents. But what happens when the perfect picture cracks behind closed doors? A chance meeting leads to marriage, but in the bedroom, expectations clash. Now, he's questioning everything he believed about love, loyalty, and manhood. Tonight on The Broken Pen, we confront the unspoken truths about intimacy, identity, and the battles no one sees. This is more than just a story, it's a cry for clarity. Help us fix this broken pen. My people, it's another beautiful Thursday night. We're coming to you live from MX24 TV here in East Legon. And of course, we're refreshed by Nax, Calabash, and cocktails. Remember, you can join the conversation on all our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag Broken Pen. Or you can send us your messages, your opinions, your sentiments via our WhatsApp number 0550 511 511. Of course, my name is Yavita, and with me today I've got Jessica Arthur. Hi, Jessica.
Hiya.
How you doing?
I'm good. How
How's
are
your
you?
week been like?
My week has been very restful. A little stress here and there, but mostly restful.
Mostly restful. And joined by her, we've got Walter Senna, and he's a familiar face, by the way. So
Yeah.
yes, he's a familiar face. Walter, what's up?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm okay.
That's nice.
You look
That's nice.
dapper.
Oh,
I like your
yeah.
Air Forces, the white shirt.
Yeah.
And you know what I like about our generation? It's so simple to look dapper. Like we're very minimalistic with our
Don't do
outlook.
too much. Face the
Ah, you
mirror.
look so good. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming in
Thank you
today.
too for having me.
Guys, today's story is titled She Had High Expectations. And now to today's story.
Dear MX24, I want your readers to hear my story and help me fix this broken pen. Growing up, I always hoped for the best things in life. I wanted to work hard and become successful and achieve all my dreams. More importantly, I wanted to make money and take care of my family because I saw how my dad did everything possible to ensure my siblings and I had the best of everything. I also saw how my parents lived together and had respect for each other. I told myself I would get married and have such a beautiful home. After NSS, I got a job working for a multinational, and that's how my journey to success began. With time, I rose through the ranks from contract staff to permanent staff, and eventually became a manager for one of the branches. I got my apartment and was given a car by the office. I must admit, things were running smoothly. I got to the point where I felt that it was time to settle down. I started looking for my friends, colleagues, and people who came my way. One day, one of my closest friends invited me over to a birthday party of a friend. I had nothing to do, so I decided to attend, just to network and make new friends. While looking for something to drink, I bumped into someone accidentally. I quickly apologized and she replied and said it was nothing. Being a gentleman, I offered to get another drink for her, and this got us talking. We spoke and laughed for a while. It was getting late, so we exchanged contacts. She seemed very popular because almost everyone who passed by us either mentioned her name or knew her somehow. Fast forward, we started hanging out, and all about 4 months, I asked her to be my girlfriend. We always planned outings, Things happened so fast that I eventually asked her to marry me. Now, this was the beginning of our issues. I never realized something until after we got married. My wife was sexually active, and it was scary. Apart from not being a virgin, she had high expectations of me in bed. She wanted things I couldn't do or handle, and she was never satisfied. Now, the marriage was on the rocks because I couldn't give her all she wanted. Didn't know what to do. I tried to learn and watch some videos and take some things to enhance myself, but it all didn't work. I just figured to myself that we are all built differently. I sat her down one day so we could discuss the way forward. To my surprise, a lot of issues were raised and identified. Apart from having many body counts, she was sexually exposed and had high expectations of any man she came into contact with. Now, we are at the crossroads in the marriage. She has already said that sex in the marriage is important to her, and so if she won't get it well from me, she would consider going our separate ways. I have spoken to her about finding other ways, and that marriage isn't all about sex. She won't listen. What do I do now? How do we fix this?
Well, that was quite the story, wasn't it? Well, our story writer says it was scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine how scared
Scary it
he
was.
was. Walter, let's start with you. Have you ever met someone who completely changed your life by accident?
Yes, personality wise, like from the beginning when we started a conversation, this person was like we're calm, and then as time goes on, I get to see like the other side of the
them,
person. I'm like, wow, it's not wow, do your
Yeah,
finest.
do your finest.
Yeah, but
Wow.
so yes, it happens. So yeah, I'm not surprised that he got really surprised about, especially because in most cases, women are the ones who are like more tamed when it comes to
Yeah,
conversations like that.
like
So
that.
he was not. This is a very traditional man. So
Yeah.
he was not expecting that type of. I'm sure the woman is a Gen Z. I have a feeling she's
a Gen Z, eh? Gen Z funny.
Yeah.
Jessica, how about you? Have you met anybody by accident that they completely changed your life? You just knew from the first interaction that, wow, this is very different from the circle of people that I surround myself with.
Oh yes, most definitely. I've met quite a few people, and I mean, depending on what they are bringing, the impact can be positive or negative.
Yes.
And also, I feel like it gives you a different perspective to life, looking at how the things that you're used to, the things that you see someone and you're like, okay, that's two ways to someone. You see someone like, yo, who raised you?
I see. There's an example they have been making on social media. They said that sometimes when you're introducing your significant other, right? You might not even introduce the person. Your friends will be like, yo, your woman that's. and there's,
your
woman
woman
that's. There's a difference. So,
Yeah.
yo, your woman that is like, oh, wow,
Okay.
that's a very classy woman.
Yeah.
Then there's, Charlie, your woman that's.
Like-
woman where everybody has do their thing finish. That's the woman that you want to take. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes your first interaction with people can influence your decision as to whether you're going to keep them in your lives or not.
Yeah.
But there are also the times where maybe the first interaction didn't really do justice to
To
it.
it. It's true.
After they show you shaggy like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, you know that now I don't need this person in my life
Yeah.
anymore.
You have to wait till 6.
Sometimes,
The stubborn people.
yeah, someone academy. You hold so much hope in you, like, this person might change.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just give them some.
Yeah, and they're waving red flags in your face and you're hoping for
That's
it.
red banner. They'll put the red banner in your face.
You're
like
hoping
this.
for it to
Yeah.
turn
Yeah, they're
green.
all hoping for it to change green and to turn
like-
to violet.
Let's hope for the best.
And then they hope again. No, nowadays we don't hope again.
It's the hope that kills.
It's the hope that kills, exactly. Now, based on this story that we have heard, or this narrative that our story writer has written to us, he says that he had seen his parents grow up in love and, their marriage was amazing and all of that. Do you think it's realistic, or do you think it's fair to model your future or your life entirely on your parents' relationship or lifestyle? Let me start with Jessica. Because Walter was ready to speak. So I'm going to put a pause on that.
Yeah.
Jessica, let's start with you.
Yes and no. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
Unless you are telling me that you want to get married to someone who is exactly like your mom or who is exactly like your dad, which is very impossible. Even your mother's sister is not exactly like
Yes.
your
They
mother.
could be twins, but they will still not
They'll
be the
still be
same.
different. And so unless you are expecting to find a clone of your parents to get married to, such expectation, you'll be disappointed.
You'll be disappointed.
You might find some characters or
In
some
them.
characteristics in them that are similar, but you don't expect to have 100% what your parents have. It's not possible.
It's not
You have to build something on your own. You have to build something for yourself.
Yeah. You want somebody to be like your parent. Are you like your parent? Walter.
Right. I went around asking my female friends this question, right? I was like, would they want to marry somebody like their father? And the majority of them were like, nah.
It is you that knows your
Your
father.
fathers, if you tell them, may your daughter marry someone like you, they'll
They
tell you
tell you,
no.
Like, no, so I don't think you should have that expectations, because provided, even if those that have, like, those parents that are very good and everything,
Yeah.
there's still that one thing that, like, is not going to make your dad. No one is perfect. You get
Yes.
it? So there are certain things you would expect that you pick this from them, but not exactly everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
But you see, the reason why I'm asking this is that many times you may not exactly. Okay, what about the situation where you're not exactly wanting them to have everything your parent, the characteristics or the characters that your parents have, but do you think you would be able to compromise on other things? Say if they had exhibited 70% of the character of your mom or your parent, depending on which parent you love more, you could compromise on the 30% bit where they're not as similar.
It depends on the percentage for me. Yeah. So if it's 70%, I would consider.
Yeah.
But if it's like maybe 40 situation.
That
going,
one is dwindling. It's
nah.
coming down too much.
No,
Too much.
So yeah, it depends on the percentage for me. And also depends on the type of things I'm looking at. Because the person can be a prayerful woman, a hardworking woman, and then she is dirty.
Oh, goodness.
Do you get it? So
ouch.
it depends on what exactly you are looking for in that particular person.
Yes.
So yeah, I think
What
that's
kind of things are you looking out for in a partner?
a lot.
Hey, Walter, a lot.
Woman declare.
You're saying a lot. Somebody should come and do a lot to you too.
Yeah, and I should be able to like live up to
Okay,
that
give me 3
expectation.
things you're expecting
So-
for a potential partner.
Financially stable,
Okay, number 1.
a prayerful.
If money enter love, see that.
A prayerful woman.
A prayerful woman.
and
Okay.
a hardworking woman.
A hardworking woman.
Yeah,
What's
I
your
don't-
definition of hard work?
Have something of your own. Like,
Okay.
don't be like, I shouldn't come home and come and see you. So those women that like don't have anything doing.
Yeah.
So
See,
like,
it's very funny you mentioned this.
yeah.
I think in December, I was in an Uber, right? I took the Uber from Trade Fair, and my home is in Pokwase. So I was on my way. It's a very long distance
long
trip.
distance.
The entire trip, the Uber driver. And you do,
Ah,
and I don't like to engage drivers when I'm sitting in the car because some of them you start going. Now you are tired of the
Yeah.
conversation, and then
And they
you
want to
still continue.
continue.
Like, bro, it's okay.
Like,
I've had it.
yeah.
Let's continue the ride in silence. So now he was doing the too much. So I was like, boss, adding. Then he said, "Yeah, my girlfriend." And I'm saying, what has happened? So apparently, he moved around Pokwase there somewhere, and he was new in the neighborhood. So he saw a beautiful woman, and then he went for her. He went to propose to her. They got together. But the moment they got together, his friends, the way I said, your woman that, and
Your woman that.
his friends saw him talking to her, and then they were like, Charlie, your woman that. They said, oh yeah, since he came into the neighborhood, this is the girl that he loves, and then they're like, Ash, you should have asked first. Bosu.
You should have asked
You
me.
should have asked first. But at first, he wasn't giving it much thought. Then he started, like, they were together. She used to come and sleep at his place. You know, those things like lovers, you come and stay the weekend. Now the weekend turned into 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, then 7 days. She was spending a full week. No problem. Then she came there with a small girl. Initially, he thought maybe it's her niece or something. But now he realized that both of them were staying the full week. So he was like,
Mommy way.
and she said, oh, but me won't call her 3.
Goodness.
And then your man said, you have 3 children. And you didn't even think to tell me, to alert me.
Well, in her defense, he didn't ask.
He didn't ask, sir. Fair enough. He
Wait,
was like,
do I have to ask for something like
Yeah,
that?
I don't have to volunteer certain things if you don't ask. It's not like she lied to you.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. So he was like, okay, no problem. You know what? Now that you've told me that you have 3 kids, that's fine. You can let the children come. They had been dating for 3 months. He had never seen her say she's going to work before. So he asked her about it, and then she said, oh, she hadn't done any...
How are you dating and you know nothing
Okay,
about
I feel
what...
like there was no talking stage in
Like,
this
they
conversation.
just went straight into the thing. And admittedly, he says yes. It was kind of like... It started sexually, and then it just kind of developed into
Something.
a relationship.
So they assumed they were dating.
Yes. That was why he should even volunteer the information.
Yeah.
Because
You can't blame her.
it's supposed to be transactional. Now, he brings it to her that, you've been living here for like 3 months. I've never seen you say, oh, I'm going to work. When I'm going to work, you're like, okay, go and come, I'll be home. You've never said, okay, I'm also going to work. Pick me up here. Or like, you've never. And then she said, oh, she's not working. She used to work in a salon, like a whole story. And then he was like, okay, I know somebody that owns like a mat. It's not a mini mat. It's like a mat. So I'm going to talk to her and then try to see if we could get you a job. Can you believe this lady went to the job for a week and then that was it? The rest of the week, she decided not to go to work.
Don't stress her, please.
Now, the thing is, because he knew the person that owned the mat, when he introduced her, the woman was like, oh, she's not going to let her do anything to her. She's just going to be at the checkout. So you don't even have to take basket and follow people. Oh. Just be at the checkout counter. When people are ready, you just come and you can spend the week like Monday to Friday at the woman's place, the owner of the mat's place. So it's just the weekends that you can come home. She has her own car. She'll drive you every morning to the mat. So no transportation. And she's going to be paying you 2,000 Ghana cedis.
It's cool, man.
And you know that she started complaining after one. In fact, when she started after one day, she was like, hey, the 2,000 is not going to. And then your man was like, oh, but she's paying for your transport. She's feeding you. You get to sleep at her place. So, like... do you know what she retorted? She said, and when I go to work, my friends have been having conversations. I don't get to be in on the gossip of the day. And your man said, you're telling me that you decided not to go to work because people are gossiping behind your back and you can't catch up with the topic they're talking about.
She's missing out on the gist.
And then, yes, she's missing out on the gist. And then she said, yeah, like at first that's what she used to do. Like she would wake up in the morning, she'll bath,
and go and
they would just go and just and come back home. And then your man said, okay, look, after the first month, I saw the signs, I decided not to. Now this is the 3rd month. I've helped you secure a job, and this is all you can say. I'm done. So the entire time he was doing that, it's because she had been trying to call him and beg. That's why he has been doing that chill like that. So I completely understand where you're coming from when you say really the hard-working part. Yeah. Like, we are not saying that you should be in the military or in the Navy.
Nah.
But at least you should be doing something. So it's understandable that you're mentioning those characteristics. Jessica, what are 3 things you're looking for? Well,
let me dress
I don't know how to. Yeah. What are the 3 things that you were looking out for in a potential partner?
So first of all, I want to be a rich wife to a rich husband.
Period. Clock it.
I want to be a rich wife to a rich man. And so you have to be rich. So we
don't do a make. Hey, I have my own story. I don't Hey, we should shake it. At least be crying in a flight. I'm crying on the road. I'm crying in a trotro. Be crying in the Ferrari.
Also, not to sound AE, but I
Eh.
mean, you can't look like a weapon formed against me.
Period.
My family members, my friends will
Period.
laugh at you.
See, my family members, they can tease. And me to have been part of the tease.
Yes.
I don't know my wedding.
My family members will laugh at you. Forget
Eh.
my friends. My aunties and my mother and my uncles
They will tease.
they will laugh at you in your presence.
Who couldn't wait for Papa?
I'm okay when him say
God,
in
I
your
beg.
presence.
No,
God,
I don't want that.
You cannot look like a weapon formed against me. I beg. I
Amen.
mean,
Wow.
looks are not everything, but
Sometimes
it's something.
it counts as something.
Me to me, you decline me, but
Me already.
Me
Remember
do
why?
it, see, Debbie, Debbie. I want to hold your
I want
hand
to do
and go
ankles
with
with
you.
you. I want to be going with you. At the same time, I want to be dressed in the same outfits with you. That's what I want.
Most importantly, I am a Christian.
Yeah.
I was raised in a Christian home. May I suffer down for.
Oh.
And you know, you
can't.
can't,
At least the person
you
needs
have
to be.
you have to have a certain level of faith. You have to share my faith I mean, not to be as highly spiritual.
Yeah.
Me can't say and I say wake up at 12 a.m.
That part by body
Sometimes they make a mother dream.
Yeah.
But you should be able to stand up for me. We should be able to stand in the gap for each other when the need arises. We should be able to be there for each other spiritually, physically, emotionally, intellectually. It's
Period.
important. I cannot be having every day be an I cannot.
Yeah.
I need
As a-
someone who is book smart, street smart. We should be able to talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
You can't book a sema to make
What to make it be?
You
You can't politics out to make
You
it
can
be.
be to make it be. Now the dada.
Some people are even there. When you say a joke, you have to explain the joke.
You understand?
Why do I have to explain my joke?
But you there, it's okay.
Debbie, say it.
Minka.
Say it. Why would I tell you a joke and then I still have to explain?
That's
What
too
do you
much
mean?
work
What's
now.
going on? Like when I say it, you should be able to catch on and laugh.
And
Stop
you're
with
thinking
it.
about the joke like, someone, I see what you did there.
Whoa, what's that? Because wow, you should be able to say it's not wow.
Wow,
Do your
find
fine.
it.
Now go back and wow. No, I say do your fine. What is that?
What is
What's
that?
that? Which one is
Yes,
ours?
which one is
You're
that one?
stressing my intellectual capacity.
Which one is that one?
You cannot be doing that.
No.
So the person needs to be okay. That's a fair enough. This one,
That's
you know,
good.
you didn't overstretch it. So I completely understand. Now, childhood dreams, childhood family values. Like you mentioned, you need somebody that should be able to share the same faith with you. They should be able to stand in the gap with you. How can these decisions, these values, how can they shape our choices in adulthood? I mean, obviously, you've said that you need somebody that should be able to share your faith. Again, I'm repeating it. But what happens when you get to a point in the marriage and you realize that your husband has lost interest in Christianity?
Well, as Christians,
For better, for worse, remember.
we all backslide at a point.
Yes.
And so if my husband has lost interest in Christianity, doesn't mean my husband is no longer a Christian. He's just lost interest in it.
What if he was an
Something
atheist?
happened. He was an atheist and he hid it from me. Hallelujah. Period.
Okay. I just feel like there's a way you could start them off and they wouldn't even feel like you're overwhelming them with your
with it, yeah.
religiousness.
There is a way to get people, not, I wouldn't say to do your bidding, but there's a way to get people to understand your perspective.
Yes, and to share in your
values,
passions
your
and your values.
and to make some compromises. And so if my husband loses interest in his Christianity, it's not that he's no longer a Christian. It be actually life is lashing all of us at a point. I mean, wabre, wakwa ejuma Monday to Friday, Saturday, and Kolani say, Daddy, let's go out. Sunday also, I'm sorry, it's
understandable
It's
because
his rest
even me,
day.
I've done it. I can count the number of times I've gone to church between last year and this year. And it's not my fault. It's just that sometimes I'm either out of Accra or I'm coming on Sunday morning. No, into Massa. By the time I get to the gate, they should just open the door and let me go and sleep. I cannot do it. And the days that I force myself to go to church, I can't sit in the front. I'm sitting at the back and I'm asleep. So what's the essence of going? And then you know those ushers, when you're asleep, they're not
in my father's house.
Have you seen
Yeah, I wake up.
In my father's house.
the cameraman in church today?
when you sleep,
They will put the camera
they
on
will
you.
put a camera on
Goodness.
you.
Those people
Then the
are
thing will be
mean.
transmitting on the television. So
And
They are
these
so
days, the
mean.
services are live, are streamed live.
they also what you say? No, what the hell? Yeah, show you what
My
TV. So
goodness.
I don't want that.
They are
Walter,
mean, yeah.
family values, passions, certain things that we have been taught. How do they shape adulthood or adult decisions? Again, like I gave her an example. She could be a steadfast Christian, and then she meet somebody who is an atheist, somebody that maybe he was a Christian up until after 5 years or something. While Jumani those
Oh,
things.
so Saul encounter no nya or Bible nim no.
Obenye
Obenye bi
di-
na wu.
Ah, you're
Right.
blinded one time. You're blinded for at least 2 or 3 days. Now when you back,
When you
people say yes,
now
yes.
they are sorry they move
Yeah.
on.
Oh, go same. So what happens when you meet a woman? Now again, because you're a guy, I want us to give your example based on the story that we've had today. You meet a woman, she's amazing. She's a great cook. She goes to church. She's hardworking. She's everything. Now, 3 months, 4, 5, 1 year after marriage, you realize that her sexuality is not what you used to know. What do you do?
Before I say this, I feel like divorce, there's nothing wrong to have a divorce. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Like, I've seen people who have, like, celebrated their divorce, like a
Oh, I've seen
yeah.
cakes.
Do you
I've seen
get it?
3-tier cakes celebrating divorces.
So what I'm trying to say is, it's okay to, like, if the person is not matching your energy, it's okay to step back, because look, I will force this woman into, like, okay, she's not matching my energy, and then I'll force her to do something that she's not willing to do, or I would end up cheating, and then, like, it will now become a whole dicey situation, especially when kids are involved. So why don't I just, like, end it to close that chapter? And if I have to begin something else, why not? I feel like society and how we've been socialized, like, why are you breaking up with this person? Why
They are
are you
killing you,
after
bruh,
all
then
the
you are
marriage?
there.
What do people
Do you
say?
understand?
We are
People
so
who are
get
they?
it.
So for mommy, so for so condemned.
When I read the story today, I
Yeah.
actually said I was going to give a standing ovation to the woman, because women like that year will not. Hey, my husband is not matching my energy. Me and me to me the better
Yeah,
say me.
they would
They'll
never,
call
like
me
our
names.
parents and our grandparents'
They'll call me
generation,
names.
they will
Obanso
never
dear,
say.
Unko Kasa say
Yeah,
boy
so
You understand?
when I saw this, I was like, this man should even be grateful that
At least
this
she's
lady,
open up to
this lady
tell
is not
you.
sleeping
And
with
she-
a security man or something.
and she's not
like,
even selling you out there.
She's
Yeah,
telling you,
she's
Oga,
telling
you go
you.
have your game and I should leave. Choose one.
Yeah, this
Let me
is-
go and
Pick your
find what I
poison.
want.
Will
Do
you
you
have
understand
your
me?
sexual and I say,
Do you understand?
we should call it quits.
So, like, this is an opportunity for the gentleman. Yeah, I read a part of the story where he was like, she's tried everything, but like, the energy still not the match.
Yeah, what
This is
dear?
a
Let's
good.
go.
Moments for
Hey.
Yeah, like, this is a good time. Kids are not involved. I didn't hear in any part of the letter where he said there are kids. This is a good time for him to, like, back out. I get it. He wants a perfect, especially because of what he has seen in his mom and dad. It's nice and all, but like, the fact that your mom had a one touch doesn't mean you also
You're
get
going
it.
to get
Maybe
it
your
as
second one is going to be that perfect one, but then you are making the first wife delay your blessing. Like, think about it.
So my
Yeah.
my director is saying something. He says, I don't know if the man is watching us. Maybe he should go and watch. I don't know how to pronounce it. He said jiggy jiggy videos. You know what jiggy jiggy videos are?
Oh,
Blueface.
I get it.
Film.
Yes, you should go and watch it.
Yeah.
But, like,
But
he said he has
watch
done
that.
everything.
Yeah, he has done
He has
everything.
watched
Videos.
it. All the angles, from the ceiling fan, from the table to the chair.
Wow, like,
to like
the thing
your
is,
man
not
has
his-
tried.
do you understand?
He has
So
tried.
it's good, and I feel like this is a good opportunity for homes to have families to start having such conversations, and also churches, like, where people go for counseling. They should start having conversations about sex
Conversations like
and
that,
how married people to go about conversations like that, because women are shy to have conversations, and even sometimes men are shy to have
that
conversations
type
about
of
sex.
conversation,
Oh,
yeah.
like, I want you to turn the other way around, and then he's thinking, what would the wife
Which
think of
other
him?
way?
Do you understand? I'm just saying.
You know what? I kind of understand where
Yeah,
you're
they
coming
should
from, because
have.
I remember this man. God would judge you. Kofi Odo.
Yeah.
He was doing this Valentine thing, and then he was saying that as a man, be bold when you want to go to your wife. If you want to try something, women, be bold. If you
say
want
that.
to, try something, just go to your husband. If he says yes, hallelujah. If he says no, You understand? You
Ah,
can try
don't look at them
something.
side eye because they are saying.
If your husband come and tell you something that you are
Hang
not,
your leg on the
you
ceiling.
say,
Who
hey,
cause
this
you are
my
nowhere
husband
here?
there was somebody that is telling you and you are bringing it to us.
No.
But we're going to keep the energy in the studio for a bit. We're going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk more. You're welcome back from that short commercial break. But guys, let's talk about something we all want: success. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tough, and I bet you it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days when you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will kickstart your day. Whether you're working or just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So no matter where you are at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment. Now we're back in the studio. Now we one thing that I understood from the letter that was written to us is that our writer found out a lot of things after marrying
This
We're
person.
talking
the lady.
stage.
Yes. Do you think, Walter, and I'm starting with you, do you think people should disclose their sexual past before marriage? If they should they, how much detail should they give? Like, should they go into detail or should they, like, keep it shallow, keep it respectful?
Yeah.
Me, mom, there, I need it in detail so that I understand what I'm coming against.
Yeah.
If Goliath knew David was the guy he was coming against with that sling, he would have stand somewhere. So please, that is me.
Yeah.
My director said he likes spider style. So if he's coming to date you or he's coming to marry you have to ask you, do you do spider style?
Which one is
No,
spider style?
you don't do. Okay,
I
the
don't
one that
like.
you tally the wall and then you did. So Walter,
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Because this is for better for worse. You
Yeah.
understand? So if you go to that extent, let's talk about that. Let's have a conversation. Even if you can even talk about the sizes and everything, let's have a conversation about it.
Okay, the
Because
sizes,
you don't want, you don't want to okay. You don't want to get into the situation, get into the room, and then now you are confused and you don't know what you are doing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And you end up, so have that conversation. If it has to be very detailed, you understand, because if it's for marriage, especially for marriage, because this particular
maybe she's
letter,
used to big
yeah,
sizes,
like,
then you
and
you
this
are
is
Yeah,
this
yeah, average.
yeah,
yeah, like Baloo. So at least you have to
Yeah.
tell her so that
let's
she'll
have that
prepare herself
conversation so that
mentally.
if she can start, because we're having conversation about finances, we are talking about color and all those things, even colors, and those are making the conversations, the talking stage boring. So maybe that will steam things up, or like get
I
things
just feel like we should go back to that too. I need you to tell me, I need you to write a biography of yourself for me. What you like, what you don't like. Like, how do you act when you are
Everything.
angry? Or how do you act when you are happy? Because some people, when they are happy, they will be
Yeah.
jumping into things. I don't want that. I feel like
Right.
all of those things. I feel like we've just lost touch with that type of culture. Now people
These
just
days, they just
meet
start having sex
after
and
2
then-
weeks.
Like the
back.
Uber situation, the gentleman.
Just leave, they start having sex, and then all of
Oh,
a sudden,
yeah,
before you realize you're in a relationship.
you're in a relationship
Yeah.
with the person,
And
and then they put tags on
These
it.
days,
Me, I always say that
they
me.
don't put out until you've asked
but
me
like-
straightforward. Will you be I'm not going to assume
but
because
I've
I
always
want
said
to
this.
say
you would go
this.
all
Look.
out for someone and the person come and tell you, but we're just friends.
Exactly, but I didn't ask you to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you
I've
to
always
like
been a
your-
So I
traditional
feel
person.
like-
Hey.
If we're dating or if you want to date, I need you to actually ask me to be
me.
your girlfriend. Don't assume we are dating.
Do you know why? I feel like I
me.
should defend the men here.
Don't
Oh.
defend
No,
it.
like if a man really likes you,
Yeah.
he will tell you, oh, like I want you. But if he does not like you, he will have fun with you. Do you understand me?
Period.
This
So
one is
you
the
now
defense.
have to
You are
read.
giving out their secret.
And it's
No,
very
like,
important that we get to know
you
because
have to
some
now
of them
read
they will
the
tell
memo,
you,
like, get
oh,
the
but,
memo.
but we've been meeting.
were having
It's
fun.
been-
But if I
it's
don't
been
like you, I
1
won't
year.
be
If I
taking
didn't
you
like you, I
out.
wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Also, you can be taking me out and I'll
Because-
refer to you as an acquaintance. So
Because
don't
if they
play.
like you, like you.
Ah.
If a man likes you, like you, I swear he will go heaven and earth, like he will get you. Do you
Thank you
understand?
for that
He
very.
will get you.
Thank you very much.
He will get you. But if he doesn't,
If he wants to, he will.
will.
He
Like,
will.
He will for sure.
Hey, you
If he
Odoguto
wanted to-
building. Ewo Achalugo. Ni workplace where who
he will get. He will
there.
get you. Like he will do everything to
Yeah.
get you. And if he has to go down on his knees and propose, he will propose. Like he will do that.
But you know there
But
are
if he
guys that
doesn't,
just want you to have that feeling, and they will do everything just to get you,
and then
then
oh
go
yeah.
away. And
Yeah.
so how
That-
do,
the
you're a
blood of
guy?
Jesus will
How
burn
do you
you.
get to know that okay, this one is actually real and this one is actually acting?
Sometimes the thing is they start a conversation with you and then they realize that you are not what they thought you were.
Yeah.
And that's when they leave you like on red or ghost you and stuff like that. I hope I'm doing well for the men.
I don't think they'll be happy with you, Mo, but
Right, but yeah.
I've always said that if you're a man, if you're a woman, and you want somebody for a relationship, just come out and say it. If
Yeah.
you want somebody just to be, I don't know what to even describe it,
have fun with.
have fun with, just come out and say, we are adults. Why are you
Define
lying?
what you want.
We are adults. Don't be doing that. Are you a thief? Don't do that. Just go straight to the point and say, oh, but don't come and do, oh, I'm ready for marriage. I want to get married. You know?
I see that.
They don't lick their lips and
Yeah.
is it?
And I need a woman that
Yeah.
will. Then they will come and be dating you and be doing red flag things and you cannot be
A
doing
man
that.
is a dribble.
Mom. And I also feel like a lot of times, have you realized that most of the time, I don't know, but this is by my own statistics, many of the time it is women that hide their past from men.
Yes.
It
but
is
I
women that
would-
hide it.
Are you sure?
I think that you see, in our
Men are not
traditional,
very
in
shy
our
to come out and tell you that,
traditional
yeah, I
Ghanaian
dated
society,
13 people, so what?
Uh-huh.
But
in
you
our
are the one
traditional
I'm
Ghanaian
with.
society,
Eh.
women are made to think that if you have a wild past,
Past.
Yeah.
you never find someone to marry you.
But
Men
have you
can
realized
go
those people, mom, that they get married?
Those
Those people.
men
Hey.
can go
Because
around
they've
and fool
experienced.
around and explore,
Yeah.
and then eventually they are the ones coming to marry someone. So they say this thing where they say, why don't men? Someone asks, why don't men marry the women they party with? And nobody
With.
say, have you ever submitted your rough work before when you are submitting
God.
your final work? It's just a rough work.
Rough work, no.
Or they will explore.
Or they will explore. Now,
Or
when you have
we
some
are
nice
now
church
I
girl,
confirm
be a no
official
akoko.
paper. Now I throw the
What's
final
official
essay was
paper?
bam.
Eh.
No, they call.
Yeah, me though. See official
Some of these
paper.
utterances are the reasons why I feel like, well, for me, even before I do something, I think twice about it because I don't want somebody to use me as example. The person say, "Oh yeah, when I was growing up, when I was exploring, Yabitha was, we
Yeah.
explored
It
together."
was one
Ah,
of those
I don't know,
things.
So I'm not
Yeah,
an
it was one
internet
of those
explorer.
things.
I beg you.
Dora the
No.
Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. Yeah, me I map. Me pacho. I don't want it that way. But
No.
again, is it fair for one partner to pressure the other to meet their sexual expectations?
No.
Not at all.
No.
But if your partner has come to you, so you're the lady, your man comes to you and says, "Baby, the things you are asking me in bed, I cannot do it. So what should we do?" What would be your ideal answer?
Well, so if I honestly feel like if you're someone that is wild, I mean, they say opposites attract and what's not. But honestly, in this our world today, I don't think opposites attract apply in
Me, I
certain
don't want
things.
I don't want somebody who is nonchalant. The way I'm loud and
The way
vibrant
I'm
and
challenged, you cannot be nonchalant.
If you want to be nonchalant, I'll show you chalantation. Don't do that with me. Like I need somebody that can return the
Match
energy.
my energy.
Match my energy. You know that type of vibe.
I mean, I recently saw a post where a lady went on a date and the boyfriend asked her to sit down because she was dancing.
This story. Thank you. Thank you very much a date. A date is supposed to be a memorable thing. It's some like
And you take me to a place where there's music.
and you're telling me to sit down.
Oh, but we are trying to have a conversation. You are
No,
dancing.
they take me to
The guy
a
had been
silent
quiet.
place.
He had been quiet. Most of the conversation, she was the one that was actually
Oh, okay. If
reaching.
it's that way,
If you want to
fine.
have a
even when
silent
she was
conversation,
dancing-
take me to a silent bar. Don't take me to a loud place and
Exactly.
tell me to sit down.
Or a reading a public library. Now I'll go and sit at the library. And the thing is, she realized that he was not forthcoming with this information. She was trying to
Okay, make
push out
him-
the
make the-
energy. She was
yeah.
even holding his hands and everything. Your man said she should sit down. I know people say I don't know how the one here. Now get because to tell you to sit down there.
Yeah.
But she cried. She did something. The rest of us were angry with her. You somebody has told you to sit down. Then you went back for second date. He left you.
With
Went
third
on-
date.
Yeah, you went on third date.
It's okay,
fourth
it's
date.
okay, it's okay.
That
Just
was
because
too
he paid
much.
for your hair. That girl,
Okay.
the way they dealt with her, I was so happy.
I feel like in the matters like
Yeah.
sex, opposites do not attract. You cannot be someone that you're a pillow princess and then you want to go and have somebody that is also
terms
a
are coming
pillow-
out.
Pornographic artist.
You suffer.
Yeah.
You suffer. You have to have these kind of conversations. I mean, I'm not saying go and practicalize it before you get married, but talk about it.
Talk
know
about
your
it.
expectations. Know what you expect from your partner. Let your partner know what you're expecting from them.
Yeah.
And then, okay, Charlie, the things this woman is saying or the things this man is saying, I'm
I
not go
don't think-
fit.
Yeah.
Then you know
And
that.
I always feel like, you know, the way they say that, oh, you can never truly know a person even after marriage. There's certain things that are very distinct about people. You just know, and then you know that I can't continue with this person. There's certain words they say, the way they view things.
even the way they crack jokes.
Yes, you'll be able to know
You,
that.
you
Nah,
can
I
tell
can't,
a
I can't do
sexually
that.
active person by the conversations they have. with you.
have,
You can
yeah.
be doing something random and they'll say
And they'll
sexy.
sexualize it.
Yeah, and then you should know
Then
who you
you'll
are
be
dealing
like,
with.
How
What
did we
is
get
that? How
here?
did we get here?
Eh-heh.
But then if you were that type of person, it would have been
You,
a fun,
you have,
you know,
Okay,
a
you even
hilarious-
respond with
yeah,
something.
with
you know,
something.
yeah.
But you are, and the person is, you just be like,
You see, you do something, and you're like, what's that? What does that one mean? I didn't
Like-
get it. Then you know that no, this person is not for me.
Yeah.
you be mentioning positions, and then she'll be like,
You blood of
Well,
Jesus.
that thing, like the person that says, I want us to try and say, hey, Jesus Christ, what is that? What are you talking about?
You're not for me.
No,
Yeah.
You're not
please,
for
don't
him.
do that.
Go away. Let somebody that can handle that
Yes.
come and do
Yes.
it, because you'll be frustrated. In marriage, sex is very important.
Very important.
Intimacy is a big deal. And marriage is the only license you get to have sex. All these people having sex. It's illegal. You're hiding it. That is why when you come out, you cannot come and say that,
Oh,
and-
I was having
and
sex
we
with
are-
this person.
What is here? But the married people, I have married friends. We go
And they
out.
talk about it
We
so-
go out, and when we are
Hey.
going home, and someone like, hey, me, I'm going to eat my husband. Like,
But
she can't say, you can't say I'm
can't
going to
say
eat my
that,
boyfriend.
the one is your wife, and they'll look at you like, oh, wow, this is what you have been doing.
Where's your ring?
Where's your ring? You're not married. You're going to be doing
Sometimes
things
you be
that
like,
married
hey, so
people
this
do.
evening, what are we eating? Hey, me, I'm going to eat my husband. Like,
Meanwhile, you're also thinking about some fried rice at your junction, Charlie. Single life
oh,
hurts.
Yesterday, I've been crying.
massaging or when you're massaging and you're
understand?
done in so.
And they make you see things like this is what I again, our generation has gotten to a point where we have trivialized marriage. But sometimes when I'm talking to my friends, like especially I love talking to my friends that I completed masters with, because most of them are married people. So when they're talking, I just look at them and I'm so proud of them, and I just hope and pray that I get that type of thing when I also get married.
Every small thing, let me ask my
Yeah, let me. Hey, there was a time we went out, so it was my birthday.
Charlie.
Me, that is my birthday. Oh. I'm ordering Uber. Then I asked her, oh, Todora, do you want to join? Because maybe she'll be using my stretch. And then she was like, oh no, my husband is coming to pick me up.
Do you have a husband?
That was a shade. Like, I swear, that was
I
a
was
shade.
like,
The husband will find some.
yeah,
Babe.
they met other young girl. Yeah, thank you, Charlie. The way she said it so smoothly. I was like, if I marry,
The
when
one
I
step on
get
your
married,
neck.
oh, when I wear my ring and you're talking to me,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were saying,
yeah. You said, oh,
no, today.
who are you talking about?
It's diamond.
Yeah, they want to put it in your face.
Yeah.
I don't even blame those people when they get married. They'll be doing those things
Yes.
because I'll do more, so I don't even judge
Yeah, also,
them.
it's every small thing I'll wave you.
I'll be waving you
Yeah.
with my ring. Now we're getting close to the end, but I just want to know, how can couples approach uncomfortable issues like this? I mean, we've said that they should be able to come out to their partners and talk to them about it. Walter, how do you think couples should address issues like this?
I think we should be spontaneous about couples should be spontaneous about sex, and I feel like we hide away from conversations like this, but like bringing in a third wheel is nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. Like it's time we try, and it's okay. Like we don't need to tell the world that we are trying it.
Okay.
Do you understand? We don't need to tell the world that we are trying
yeah,
it.
I
And
tire for my
there are people who are actually open to like coming
You
into
know my
and just
biggest
having the
fear
fun
about that. You
about
bring the
it.
third one, and
the third-
that be show, not be
You understand?
Then it's your
That's
loss
what
to
I'm afraid
get
of, oh.
involved. If the person has hold their eyes, you to hold their leg. Get involved. Do you understand?
third one be here more than me.
Don't be there and say,
because
"Oh,
they're
I was
gonna-
left
because-
out."
Okay, so let's use this story that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, the man, they do the thing well. So they bring in a third person. They want to have,
Some
for lack
fun.
of a better word, a threesome. They bring another man. Now you're standing there and you're watching this man. The way he's hitting your wife, you're like, wait,
I
dear.
cannot do.
I cannot do it because the man is holding waist, you're holding leg. You're holding leg.
No, but like there are
Eh.
ways you
All
can
you
be
should learn,
spontaneous.
he can be sitting there to study. What
He
the
can,
man
what
is
he can be
he'll
doing?
he'll be
No, no,
drawing,
no.
taking
No.
notes.
He'll be holding a man's waist.
No, but like for what?
Say what's
Directing
the
it.
of
You
his
get
rhythm.
it. There's a way you can be spontaneous about the whole conversation, and it's high time we have those conversations
Yeah.
because. And I know we are going to say, "Hey, our traditional culture has not taken us anywhere." Like, let's be honest here. So, like, it's time we be spontaneous, and then if it will help, I'm not saying if you can't stand it, that's okay. I'm not forcing you to go and do it, but if your partner like says agrees to it, why not? Let's just have fun. But aside that, I would prefer you guys have the conversation.
Yeah.
And if the other side is not really agreeing to the conversation, learn to say like it's okay to say like walk out of it. And the shame, what's the shame? Oh, you've broken up, you're
Ghana,
divorcee.
after 2 weeks,
10
something
years-
else
10
will
years
happen.
relationship.
Do you understand? It will die off. Do you get it? So, look, the thing is, using this particular story as an example, this woman is going to say, fine, okay, because I don't want society, let me stay with this man who wants a happy marriage. This man, I'm not saying he will do it too, but like he will, some years pass, he also gather another taste and I'll go outside and go and be looking for younger women. And now that woman that stayed because she wants to protect society, whatever, stays in the marriage and now becomes
And then you're
becomes
both
an
always
old
tell people,
woman
do
and
not
her
make that
husband
mistake.
is cheating
That
and then
hope.
she, because she wanted to protect her family, her whatever society, now it's in the marriage and then the husband is cheating and now she is so old that even if she leaves the marriage, no one will go for her.
Exactly.
Do you
And
understand what I'm
you get to
saying?
a point where the man is able to tell you that I'm going to sleep with other people.
And you are frustrated in your
and-
marriage.
and-
Because at this point, if this man doesn't walk away and stays in this relationship, now when your wife is out and she's even a little late, you start
You start
wondering,
thinking,
Yeah.
wait,
And she.
is somebody
experimenting
is somebody
somewhere?
pounding my wife somewhere?
Yeah.
And especially if she comes home one day and she tells you try to touch her and she tells you, oh,
I'm
Tired.
tired.
Charlie,
You are tired.
Where's
Say
You
your
understand?
You are tired. Say
and you feel mad.
I get.
Like,
yeah.
For all you know, she didn't even go and do anything.
But it's just
You'll be
you start
so
overthinking,
frustrated.
you're overstimulated.
And now both of you are frustrated in the marriage, and then none of you can do anything about it because what will people say? Which people? Who are they?
Who are the
what do they
people?
contribute to your
Like,
We
marriage?
should
That's the
really,
hard
we should
way.
really learn to like walk out, like say no, and it's okay to say
You
no.
had
like,
a meet cute. It's a nice story. You
Like,
bumped into
yeah.
her.
You
Bob,
the
they don't be
drink,
smart telling
yeah.
hey,
You
it was
bumped into
Alinda
her,
and Eduardo.
the drink and all that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's not for you. It's not everybody
Yeah.
that you meet that you have to sleep with. It's not everybody you meet that you have to get married. It's not everybody that you meet that you have to have a relationship. You meet someone, you have a conversation with them, you realize, okay, this kind of conversation, okay, it's those kind of conversations that must
Yeah.
end at where we met. You meet someone, you start talking to the person, you think that there's something, and then you notice something, okay, this person is better off as a friend. This person is better off as a boyfriend.
You
or
just
as a
keep it
husband.
cute like that.
Keep it there. Well, let's say you made a mistake. You didn't realize these things. You got married to the person. Awari and your bondage.
Oh,
and I feel like
That is why there's
churches
divorce.
and families are part of the reasons why these people like stay in marriages and stuff like that, which are not helping
because
them.
so called
Do you understand? Yeah, like I feel like churches they should preach. Do you understand? They should preach those type of things so that the women can. Because if the churches are preaching this type of conversation, women should learn to walk out. I'm telling you, most women will be free. Like
That's
those
true.
people going to churches 24/7 will stop going to the
Not
church.
preaching
Do you
per
understand?
se, like preaching divorce per se, but honestly, if you're frustrated somewhere, you're in a toxic relationship. And toxic relationship is
and
not
Bible now
necessarily
no more
about,
Monica said, if
about
your
say,
hand is
yeah,
Cut it
but
off. Cut
and your
it
toxic
off.
relationship say, yeah, but assuming kwa. What's your warrior
See,
say?
there's emotional manipulation, there's
emotion.
mental manipulation,
Yeah,
financial manipulation.
Sorry, I phone now phone.
Eh?
Now what's who say?
And
Why
you
are you 20 years? What for is a prayer?
and even if you
walk
when you go
away.
to the churches, like I'm sorry
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like yeah, the churches do it power. So like the pastor was, oh, don't worry, we'll have a conversation. This person is dying, and you're saying we'll have a conversation.
there are some
Why?
things
Because
that you
you,
can
the
talk
pastor, you're
about.
saying, me if I bless marriage, they
It
don't
doesn't-
divorce.
it doesn't divorce.
So because of
Then they
your
are dying
because
under
of your pastor's titleship or whatever. So you are in a marriage. Hey, yeah, sorry, yeah, and divorce
Yeah,
you,
divorce
and
you.
you're in it.
What is that? That's 6 feet. But I'm happy
Yeah.
we've gotten to my favorite segment of the show. Look into my eyes.
Eish,
Look into
okay.
my
Guys, are we
I'm
looking into-
serenading. Look into my
Okay.
eyes. Oh, you guys are first timers on the set, so I'm going to explain it to you. So
Sure.
this segment, you're going to look directly at your cameras, and you're going to lay a piece of advice
Wow.
for our dear writer, the man who has written to us. So, Jessica, let's start with you briefly.
Yeah.
Just give them a piece of advice.
Okay, so I will advise that for your own sanity and happiness, let her go. I mean, you love her, it's understandable, but you're not happy. And trust me, there's someone out there for you that will match whatever energy that it is. I don't think you have kids, and so it shouldn't be I mean, even if there are kids involved, and so what? You are both going to be frustrated. She'll be frustrated, you'll be frustrated. So for both your own sakes, just walk away.
Walk away. Walter.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie, boss. It's like it's not any big deal, Bia. Like, let's just like have a simple conversation. It's clear she's not ready to like tame down for you or anything. Like this is the earlier the better, because yes, you want a perfect marriage and everything. Don't wait till kids get involved and then becomes a dicey situation where your kids will have bad experiences and all of that. So make that decision. Like, just it's okay to say no. Like, say no. Go back to the club. You'll find someone.
Go
back to the club.
Go back to the club.
Find
the
someone.
single club. You
No,
find
no,
someone.
you met this one at a party. Maybe go to church. You find someone.
And you find somebody
Okay.
there. Somebody that is more reserved and might not be overstimulating
Girls.
you like
Yeah,
that.
don't fear them.
But we have a couple of comments. I'm going to read like 3 of them so that we can, close
Yeah.
down on the show. Miss Kwanzi says, I don't know why serious issue, but the thing they funny me. Chale, obiane ni problem so. Some the drive day, but money no day. Money day to sex drive no day. Boy, this life, it's crazy. I don't know the advice to give him because how do you divorce because of sexual urge? Hey,
Hey.
Sex is important in
it's
marriage.
important too. And then there's another one that says, it's a long one, so I'm just going to read the end. It says, let her go. And with your next partner, make sure you ask the important questions from the very beginning. I hope you find other alternatives to make your marriage work, though. And then last one, Mystic says, what do you guys do during the dating stage at all?
Understand?
Like, what do
What
you
do you talk about?
And then let me just add this one. Puma King says, Amuzu Herbal Clinic, bro. Then he winked at you. Do with that information what
you will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for coming in studio
Yeah.
here with me to draw down the curtains on the Broken Pen show tonight. Let me tell you something. Telecel Cash, your secure and convenient cash platform, is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send it keke. Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send it keke. Telecel, connecting energies. But guys, here's where we draw down the curtains for today's show. I hope we're able to mend this broken pen to the best of our abilities. It wouldn't have been possible without Telecel Ghana, Nax Calabash and Cocktail, Betway, and Cowbell Coffee. To our crew backstage, like I say every week, thank you for your effort in making this a success. To my guests, thank you so much, Walter. Thank you so much, Jessica. I'll see you same time next week. My name remains Yabita. Peace out.